Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Rimworld Biotech: The Last Few. Now, just before we dive into the game, a quick couple of notices. First of all, I made a slight misstep in my first video, and I said that this is a Rimworld video with the most mods I meant for this channel. This mod list runs with 184, so it's the most mods I've ever put into a recorded mod series. Second point, I am still getting the mod list together to be put up on Steam Workshops, so in a collection format. It takes me a little bit of time, so if it's not up straight away, I do apologise, though it should be up probably sometime next week. The holidays are around and it's a very busy time of year for me, so it makes it a bit problematic to do a lot of work to do with YouTube, which is why there's a second video of this today instead of the new series that I promised. I've had issues recording the other series, so I've decided, just for the sake of simplicity, to do another Rimworld The Last Few episode instead, just to sort of tide you over. But thank you for being understanding. Now, let us dive into the continued adventures of the 503rd and their misadventures on Alpha Prime. I shall see you all in a second. Welcome back, lords and ladies, to Alpha Prime. And those of you who are with us, the 503rd Tristan Light Guard Regiment. Now, we're in a bit of a rough state. We survived the crash landing. Fern, Shark, and Tia got basically pretty messed up. But first things first, we need to basically get these supplies in. I believe this rain will destroy them if we're not careful. So we need to actually be a bit proactive on that front. So let's do corpses. We'll do animal corpses. I want to try and get the muffalo if nothing else, because they were the worst hit by the crash landing. So let's grab you. Prioritize hauling. Prioritize hauling. We'll try and get as much food supplies in. So they're going out there to get the food supplies in. Now, as that is happening, we are going to do orders, claim these ruins for the Imperium of Mankind, and we are going to get on top of ourselves. Our conditions are okay. Several people had infections, but we are fighting it. So I don't think they can do plant work. I think this is the only person that can, so you need to get out there and chop some wood for us. With those ruins put in place, we will throw down some basic wooden blocks, and we will claim this and then destroy it along with this section of concrete wall. So who has got no forced labour? Someone's not doing something, resting. Okay. Let's try and get some of these creatures collected as well. Just want to get some things in storage. Where are they taking them? Oh wait, no, not there, you fools. Animal corpses. Let's just outlaw the animal corpses for a moment. Get them in there. Come on, just get the bodies in there so they're not totally spoiling. And we need to get as much provisions as we can carried away. Okay. Who's got the best construction? Actually, none of our people are that good at construction, to be honest. He is. And he's tech priest, so he's okay. Come on. No. Why aren't you basically doing all of them at once? And this acid rain is actually starting to become a wee bit of an issue. Let's go. She can't do hauling, so let's go. Haul that. Haul that. Do that, please, and get on with it. And we'll go. Oh yeah, those circuits are going to go offline again. Right, okay. It's not good. They're in the rain. What I should really do is claim them. And we've got visitors as well. Okay, but let's just. Uninstall all of them, please. Wake up. Come on. Okay. And they gained an expertise. This comes from the expanded. Where is it? Unit creation. Okay. So, in here, in their bio, this comes with the alpha memes, I believe, allows you to basically get more traits. So what they've got done to pick up, they are tech priests, so fabricating would be very good, weaponsmithing, components efficiently, tailoring. Fabricating sounds like something a tech priest would be good at. So, let's grab fabrication. Component crafting speed goes up. Not too bad. So, we need to basically get this done because we need to get stuff in the freezer as fast as possible, really. Okay. Come on. Focus on the task at hand. All right. That's done. Get that stuff out of there. And we need to really sort of pick up our game. Wood is okay for the time being. We're cutting wood down. We need to get these components. Let's get all these components. And hauling these advanced components. Give us a good base to work from. I also just realized why we're having problems. Turn those off for medical, so they have somewhere to actually sleep. We don't have any defenses either, which is not great, and they're needing recreation. This is the guard, damn it. Should really expand out how much of this they're doing because it's becoming a bit of an issue. Right, okay, so that's done. Gonna drop it down to speed 1. And we're just going to do some quick orders behind the scenes. So, first things our guardsmen will need is that they'll need a readily available food supply of basic provisions. So what do we have? Chickpea plants. That's new, that comes from more plants. Grow quite fast and have a good yield, but require a lot of space to be stored. That'll be fine. A lot of chickpea plants. Plain, bulk, bland food. Sounds something like the Imperial Guard will have. And let's throw in... Let's see, what else can we have that's stodgy and you can turn into basically meat paste. I'll turn into like just like nutrient paste, I should say. Potatoes, probably. There we go, potatoes. Now that we're at it, we'll go structures. We're going to go... I'm not happy about doing this, because obviously having any kind of combustible material in a wooden building is never a good idea, and probably the tech priest would have a hissy fit as when he figures out that what we're going to do. Let's deconstruct that dresser. Let's also... We need to also start working on fabrication. The tech priest would be very adamant that he needs somewhere, or she needs somewhere that she can basically do tech, or do not tech research, but do fabrication and produce materials that they can use for the colony. So, get that done. Ooh, people want charity, eh? Are they human? That is the question. Baseline human. The Cult Mechanicus. They believe in the Cult Mechanicus. All hail the Omnisire. But that's a Hussar. That's... They had a lot of gene tailoring. But they're still borderline human, are they? Ooh, some of these people aren't human. Oh no. That's not good. Some of them are, and they believe in the tech in the Cult Mechanicus, but some of these people are dangerous xenotypes. Oh no. What group is this? Are they just a random group? Let's check our world tab. Our first encountered visitors. Oh, I said also started. So I started off at the end of last episode, but welcome to Alpha Prime and the asteroid around it, which actually will become relatively important. So we've got a lot of enemies surrounding us, as you can see. And yes, but let's just go to ideology. What faction are these people? So they're just beggars, okay. Code Mechanicus all over the place, and the Imperial Creed. I suppose because we've got... it's probably the game's being a bit squiffy. Right, okay, so... The beggars are from the Cult Mechanicus, but Hussars are engineered soldiers. Do they still count as human though? Baseline genes. Their baseline genes are the same as ours, but they've got a lot of gene tailoring. That is questionable. But they are of the Cult Mechanicus, so they probably would. I mean, do we even have any herbal medicine that we can give them? We want how much? 12? I mean, we have herbal medicine. I mean, it's not telling me that I can give them the supplies. Yeah, it's not allowing me to do it. Okay, yeah. Well, they are the Cult Mechanicus. They are the Cult Mechanicus. There we go. Okay. That's getting done. We also need to do some other things like, well, hygiene. Basic hygiene situation. So, where are we going to throw down our lavatory? Probably somewhere out of the way. I mean, we've got a ruined building here that we can convert. Or we can use this area around here. Probably this area around here. So. Now let's throw it in here. Make a couple of bathrooms. Oh, a couple of toilet blocks, I should say. Deconstruct that. We'll deconstruct that. Get it all going. What's your problems? What's wrong with you? I mean, there is food there, you know, priest. No, it's not great, but we do have some. Even if it is just basic meals. But the reason I'm doing this is because we need to do the next stage in the project, and the text priest would know that. Which is that, first of all, why is it not being build roof area? Okay. Come on. Yeah. Tech priest is the only one that can really do construction. Unless there is... Well, we have a tech priest. I suppose we could actually have the tech priest and have him ordering people around, because that's something they do. Okay, so let's get some basic wood power down. And we do some temperature, so we need to pay for an overhead vent. That's a cooler, so I have a vent to basically vent heat out of the room. Okay. Get down there. Let's get some stuff going. Do some orders. Chop wood. Okay, but we need to basically get some stuff up here going, because our food will go up if we're not careful. So, how long do we have on these things? 2 days before they spoil. Okay, so we do need to basically hurry up and get this done. Tech priest. Oh, we need steel. Okay. So they're complaining that they don't have any steel. You're sleeping. Sowing potatoes. Okay. So we've got no places to store the steel. Okay. That's not great. For the time being, we'll do a dumping stockpile here. We'll do Clear all, steel. So that's where our research project is going to be at. I'm going to do that. Okay, so far we're in a situation where our colonists are building up a basic little outpost. And that should give us enough resources to build the first generator. Bennett is being told what to do by the tech priest. But remember, if we lose the tech priest, we can't do any of this. So we have to be super careful. Because the moment the tech priest goes, our ability to produce anything goes as well. Right, we need to also run some power conduits down to there. I will change the layout to a bit more Warhammer-esque look to the wood power generators. Alright, here. We've got some visitors as well. Who? What the? That's not a person. It's a horrific Xeno. To arms, loyal followers of the Imperium of Mankind. To arms. We are under attack by filthy Xenos. That person is quick. Okay. Attack them. In the name of the God Emperor of Mankind. Yes. Who was this this monster who was it a part of the Aurelius coalition? So who is... Man, that's oh boy. Complicated web. Aurelius coalition. Okay. As you can see, there's a lot of factions in the game that have not yet been revealed. So yes, be aware. Also, the fact is some of the mods add races that don't have things here, so the relationship tab is not really great for that. We'll keep it like that. As you can see, no one really likes each other in this colony very much, but hey ho. No, so we shall go to... Aurelian Coalition. Not telling us anything about them, unfortunately. So, where is the Aurelian Coalition? There we go. So, we can't look at the information. That's my fault. I think one of the mods is probably gone a bit strange. Yeah, it has. Okay. Normally it has information. If you click, it brings up. So they believe in the cult of harmony, so that's enough for us to know what they're about. Yeah, a loose union township staffed by genetically modified humans of all kinds. Okay, so they're basically horrific monsters. That's what they believe in. Cult of harmony, collectivists, and they're heretics on top of that as well. So, mutants and Xenos. Let's take his food. We'll take his combat handgun. And someone can throw his body in the trash. That reminds me, since we need to actually do that, we need to have a burn pit somewhere. Let's put it here. We also need to do miscellaneous and go, where is the mass graves? For the time being, we'll get a mass graves going as well. You guys can get off that. I suppose we should also chuck yeah, it says you should be able to. You can't actually do that. Okay. Power's up. Time to get things going. Okay. Should really have done over the wall fence. Because they look better in my honest opinion. Right. Oh, we need more steel. We have not actually... There's not that much steel. There's still, as I say that, and there's a load of steel up here. Okay. That should be enough to help you with your next project. And then we'll go... zones... Another stockpile. And go critical, clear all, and it will be food. And more stuff is falling from outer space, which is worrisome. More pieces of the Golden Dawn, I suspect. Okay. So they're all unowned. Okay, so that's built up. That door's in place. Got bathrooms in place. So now we can start the next phase of the plan, which is getting our manufactorum up and running. So we need to have, first things first, we need a smelter. The tech priest would want a smelter. He'd also want something to sit on as he's basically doing it. So let's go with your standard wooden chair. Okay. We need to get a barrack set up. Okay. With how the food is, we need to actually get this done now then. Go... Yeah, don't allow animal corpses. Animal corpses. I don't know why they're sleeping in the barracks. Yeah, our gear's going to start to break down over time as well, so we may want to take the Imperial Guard armor off. Probably the tech priest would demand it, to be honest. They would demand that it is properly maintained. Okay. Come on. You also need to get stuff like a butcher table going as well. We do have a chef, and the chef would probably say, look, we need to get some kind of food production in place. Yeah, it's going to be cold. But that's just kind of how it's going to be. We'll do another wooden chair. going. Tech priest. Oh, didn't claim the door. I always forget that. Get the foundry, at the first start of the manufactorum and foundry up and going. The tech priest would be very priest stant. Well, tech priest stant would be very focused on getting that going. So get that going. Bennett, who's there, is working on making a simple table. That's fine. All the food has been transferred over. Temperature in the room is good, so it won't freeze. Get it all that built up. Okay. So, with that done, some basic... Probably want to expand this zone, actually. We need to get enough produce going for the outpost. Okay. No cloud watching for you. Always working. So they'll also probably set up some work routines for them. So the guard will get a couple of hours off a day. Tech priest. Yeah, they're going to have some kind of recreation, unfortunately, but it's heretical. The rest of the time you're going to work. Master Tech Priest. So let's probably throw down some form of recreation for them as well. Shooting target, we don't have anything like that. We can make a basic archery thing for them. Yeah, put it there. Gives them something to do. Okay. Gonna put a zone here. Stockpile zone. And this is going to be critical. It's going to be clear all, and it's going to be raw meat. So it's going to be butcher creature for raw meat. Do forever. And it's only going to be out of stockpile 4. So we're going to just drop... Actually, since it's butcher creature forever, no, I will say just to stuff within that stockpile to stop them running around so much. And that's going to be assigned forever to Tyr. That's going to be one of her jobs. So get to it. You should also deconstruct these SIP chunks that are littering the base. And now that you have your foundry set up, Tech Priest, let's get a roof down on top of it as well. We're going to go melt that metal from slag. We're going to do a dumping stockpile just out here. And we're going to say it's just going to be for metal scrap for your manufactorum and your foundry. So we want chunks, we want steel slag, clear all, steel slag. Yeah, and do forever, and we're going to do stant, and Do forever, but do it. Let's see if we can set it a really low priority. Let's just do it to the area around the blockhouse. Yeah. Yeah. That worked just fine for him. Does he have smelting? Yeah, he should have smelting. Okay, so there we go. Whole host of food coming out, so we now actually need to make... And so let's suspend that for a second. So we need to make basically a mess house or mess kitchen to make meals. I also want to start doing some mining as well. Let's sift it down there. Okay, so we've got this going. That's all made up. Toilets are made up. Chop some more wood. That will go off soon, so we actually need to do something with it. We could make barrels, but we need salt. Rock salt, which we could get from mining or from grinding stuff up, if I recall. So, production, I believe it's... Now, what is it to make salt? Probably, I think it's stone cutting. Yeah, stone cutting table. So, stone cutting is primitive. So it would be probably something that the tech priest wouldn't want in their fords. Put it there. Or in their foundry, I should say. She's rather strict about what she allows in and out. Bennett, get on it. Okay. Find you working. Metal for the beyond the size domain. So get that done. Yeah, there we go. Make salt. Do until you've done it. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, do it until you've got 300. See what do we need tech priest for this? We actually might, to be honest, which would be problematic if that's the case. Yeah, okay, that's going to be annoying. Make some salt barrels. Don't allow them to use that meat. Use the stuff that's in the freezer. Okay. And they can craft some dried meat, and we'll use that to preserve the meat that might go off otherwise. Okay. So let me guess, it's probably, I think there's a restriction to it, yeah. Don't think we have enough salt. Okay. But anyhow, so got a basic colony going. what's the skill that's required to do this? Intellectual. So anyone who's got int can basically do this. You can do this. You can do this. Okay. Tech priest, focus on that. Crafting is a basic thing. So this is a menial task. What is the skill it needs to make salt? Oh, so it is him. Okay, so you can get to that. Did we use up all the meat that we needed to use? That's the problem. Okay. Well, let's just get it all sorted and done. Okay. Okay, so that's basically good. So let's see. Everyone's happy. Probably because this is the crash lang that won't last for long. But we need to get some basic work done. No, we still got muffalo meat. That's okay. We can counteract that. So, as it stands so far, not doing too badly. We've got a rudimentary outpost set up. And it could be a lot worse. We also probably need some lights down. Let's get some Imperial lamps down. Is the power not reaching all the way here? Apparently not. Okay. The basic infrastructure down. And then we can get onto our main task. Okay. Some basic power in the base. Some basic lights and some basic supplies. So we have some supplies of meat stored away. Have also some of that in there in case anything goes bad. We've got animals in the freezer, so we're not doing too badly. We've also got some toilets done. Some basic toilets, which once we've collected it all, we can turn it into biosludge and use that as well. So yes, overall, a good little foundations for our outpost for the last few members of the 503rd Tristan Light Guard Regiment. We have had a bit of a run-in with a filthy, degenerate abomination, a mutant who is basically now we killed and has stolen his stuff. His people hate us, but that's just how it is. Good quality, just basically a slugger handgun, not too bad. So, what do we want to do from here, realistically speaking? I do want to get these batteries set up. To be honest, I probably want to make a separate battery room. Need to also get these walls taken out, but that will require us to do our next item in the production chain that Tech Priest Stand wants to have installed, which is concrete mixer. Once we have that going, we can make some concrete, and once we have concrete going, we can really start ramping up our production. But that's for next time. As you can see, it takes a lot of resources. And the Tech Priest is overwatching all of it, though they are currently resting at the moment. So Bennett has been left in the menial task of lumbering machines around. So, with our concrete mixer made, we can make concrete, packs of concrete, yeah. Make cement. All kinds of things. Which is good, because once we've got cement, we can actually really start going to town and making some proper walls. But we need concrete, really. And also we need to get some security in place, so stuff like making some sandbags, some barriers, some ditches would be good. No ceramide or anything at this stage, which is a bit worrying. But yes, that's be all for the 503rd Tristan Light Guard Regiment today, folks. We should also just quickly, before we go, we need to basically, yeah, we haven't got a great source of water. Well, we do have a great source of water right there, I should say, but needed it a bit closer to the base, really. And just sort of throw down a couple of tubs, just for people to keep hygiene up. Okay, so, basic of this done, we've got a little base going. Got a stock, basic freezer, outhouse, storeroom, some basic production, the beginnings of our manufactorum complex, which is fantastic. We can also change the look of it if we wanted to, make it a bit more steampunky, I think, and that looks good. But yes, so happy with what we've got done so far, very good. Got some crops in the ground, they're coming along nicely. Probably need to expand out our storage soon enough, but that will be something for another time. What I will do is I will get all this stuff hauled and out of the way. And just put down next to the foundry to get the foundry sort of ready for the next phase of production. And we'll get the Tech Priest to just quickly work there and get some smelting process done. But yeah, so far I am happy with how it has gone. So, next place to start off with. Probably our next plan will be to build out. This is okay for a rudimentary foundry, but we're going to need a big site for a proper foundry setup. We also need to build a proper barracks, a proper kitchen, armory, because we really need to get our guys out of their gear, out of their Imperial Guard gear before it breaks down too much. So we need to get a whole production chain going, which the Tech Priest will probably be happy about. We also need to start mining resources and collecting things we can use. But that's for next time. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Rimworld Biotech, the last few, and I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.